sun on my face. I'm going back to the motherland. Bare feet deep in the white sand. Palm trees waving, they know my name. Say welcome home, you were born for this flame.
Welcome, family. Yup, we here again. I'm your host, Wayne Robinson with 7 Flags, and we here at the beautiful, luxurious, elegant Birdie's Bar and Golf. Oh my God. A secret. Remember who told you. And I'm here with an exquisite guest. I mean, this guest is amazing. Not only is she my sister, but for me, she a star taking off. I want to introduce you to my sister. And I told her I was gonna call her this on camera. The spotless chocolate goddess.
Oh my God.
From South Carolina. You heard? East Coast, stand up. Miss Quinetha T. Frazier.
Wow. My mom will appreciate the tea.
I got the tea.
Yes, I feel welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's our pleasure. It's our
This is
pleasure.
good. And listen, we're in Nairobi, Kenya, so I feel like we're in heaven anyway.
Okay.
Where else would I want to be in the whole wide world?
Talk to her.
Yeah.
So, Miss Quinetha, I call you Queen. Is okay? I can do that
Just
tonight?
fine.
Okay,
Just
we're going to be
fine.
regular tonight.
It's just us.
Okay, let's talk about it. So tell me a little bit about South Cackalack, as they say. And shout out to all my North Cackalack people, my South Cackalack people.
Chucktown.
Carolina's on top.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, Chucktown. Well, thank you. I'm a very proud Gullah Geechee girl.
Okay.
And for people who don't know what Gullah Geechee or who it is or where it is or what it is, it's a place, it's a geographic corridor. It's South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. It is a physical place where when Africans were brought into the country as enslaved persons, we settled on the eastern seaboard of the United States. And we didn't, most of us in South Carolina and the Sea Islands where I'm from, we didn't intermarry, which is why I'm so...
Fellas.
So let's just say, like my dad, blue black.
Blue black.
And also, for those of us that say we're Gullah Geechee, it's also connected to a culture. So a lot of the worship, religious worship, a lot of the food, and a lot of the language was really retained within that corridor that I told you.
Yeah.
And so like my mom, the whole time I went to college, people said my mom sounded Caribbean. But it was because, we really kept a lot of our African dialect. A lot of the food we eat, we eat beans and rice. We eat rice every single day. When I grew up, we ate rice every single day. So yeah, I'm a proud Geechee girl from South Carolina. I built my life in Atlanta, so I do rep the hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta.
That's where all my colleagues in business are.
Shout out to Atlanta, all my people out there, you already.
Yeah, Atlanta's on fire right now, so just shouting them out right now is bringing us steam.
Truly.
Atlanta's on fire.
Yes, it is. So now, just really quick, that there's a village on those islands in there that you
Yeah, you're talking about one of the indigenous villages, and it's in Beaufort, which is just below, people know Charleston, so it is a very rural city outside of the big city peninsula of Charleston. And what people really recognize about that village is it actually, until the late 90s, were able to take one specific small space in Beaufort County and create a village environment and a home site that would be, would remind people of an African village.
Sure.
And until the 90s, they even stayed off of the electrical grid, just as a way to preserve and maintain our original indigenous culture. And there are people in my homestead in South Carolina who say indigenous means we were here when the colonials came in the 1600s. We were already there.
We welcome them.
Yeah, so, there's a crew, when you come to, the Gullah Geechee region, the Gullah Geechee historic corridor of the United States, you'll find a diverse set of people of African descent and people of Native descent. And, here. Yeah.
Yes, Queen. I love to hear you talk like that. You got my neck and my hair standing up. Okay, so boom. Now, fast forward.
Yeah.
Come up from that environment.
Wow.
What directed, led, guided you to Kenya?
To Kenya. Well, first of all, Kenya is one of the countries in Africa that I was led to. And honestly, I grew up with people always saying to me, "Why you so black? Why you so, man, why you look African?"
Time out. Can we stop right there?
Okay, we can pause.
I get it too.
Yeah.
Because like I said, my name that I said in the beginning is Wayne Robinson. Now that I've been here in Africa, I'm AKA back to Africa, AKA when you coming back.
Well, Wayne, I'm telling you, when I grew up, so my dad was in the military, so, I grew up from the age of being born until about 15.
Sorry, for my military people, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
What branch?
Oh, he was Army. That is important because there is a difference.
Yes.
And because he was Army, we, were located to stations in Germany.
Sure.
So we would come home, we deployed for 2 years, we come back for 2 years, and when I would come home, my English, I was speaking the King's English because I was in Germany. The first language I learned was German.
How art thou?
How art thou? Yeah. Sprechen die Dutch. So, when I came home and see how black I am, everybody at home looks like me. And remember I told you we're Gullah Geechee, so the language we speak at home is very much different than where I'm talking right now. We talk with a dialect, like a real language,
Say something to my Gullah Geechee.
Well, I can say this right here. If you from Chuck Down and you hearing what I saying, you know we got our own language, man. So when I came home, a lot of people, us being kids.
True.
Hey, man, just to each other, why you so black? Because, people light skinned.
Yeah.
Some people, parents got married to other, maybe white people, maybe they married lighter skinned black people, it didn't matter. But the people from my homestead, we were always darker. So when I graduated from high school, I already had in my mind so many ideas about what Africa was, because people kept calling me something that I really didn't know what that meant. Who knows what being African was when you're born in the rural part of South Carolina?
So they were calling you something you really had.
I had no idea what that meant.
That's powerful.
For real.
Okay, cool.
So when I had the opportunity, the first time to travel to Africa was to an African country was in 2015.
Okay.
One of my clients was from Dakar, Senegal, and he agreed to let my crazy little black self him and his family would host me for 15 days. No, it was 10 days actually in Dakar. It was my first time on the continent, and really, people ask me how I got to Kenya. It was because I got off the plane, and honest to God, I spoke very little French, and of course, I didn't speak Wolof, which everybody expected me to speak Wolof because I look Senegalese. So you get off the plane, you look African, people expect you to speak the language.
And they were talking to you,
they talk, and I'm like, man, you gotta come. And even this one brother, he said, next time you come, you better be speaking Wolof.
That's beautiful.
So
that was when you were how old again?
What age was I? I was 37.
Oh, okay.
37. I was still young, very young.
You're still a young woman.
I'm still a young woman.
Yeah,
But yeah, but think about that though. Yeah. My exposure to Africa, relatively speaking, that's kind of late.
No,
just saying, relatively speaking.
I came to Africa when I was in my 30s as well. I went to Ghana first.
Ghana?
Yeah, I went to Ghana first for work, and then I was only there for like maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I went to where'd I go? Zambia.
You've been to Zambia?
Been to Zambia.
Nice. I have a good friend from Zambia.
Yeah.
Client and
then
friend.
South Africa.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
The West, and for most of us, especially Black Americans, we're really connected to. I'm glad you said Ghana, because most of us. Ghana was my next stop.
Right.
And what I learned in Ghana, and my experience, I was so loved in Ghana. Sister. Hey. Everybody love you in Accra. And to be honest, me and my then boyfriend, fiance, we went and literally built a company there in Western Ghana. Okay. He was in utility construction, and he had the vision to plant himself in Takoradi, which is a mining area. Yeah, you're familiar, Tarkwa, and build a company there. Well, that experience, Wayne, is why I'm in Kenya. You asked me how I got to Kenya.
Okay, bring it.
That was in 2018. We lost a lot of money in Ghana. And when I say a lot, I mean if you said 250,000, you can keep counting a couple more times. And I'm telling you, I'm a person with numbers. I don't exaggerate numbers.
Heard you.
Yeah, and the reason why we suffered significant loss, it was not because of our will. It was not because of his heart.
Sure.
You know, it was because there was no protection for the African American businessman. Yeah, it just wasn't there. And you know, people can argue how you get that protection, or maybe y'all should have had that protection before you came. But it taught me a significant lesson about being an American, showing up on the African continent, and expecting things to operate the way
the same manner.
the same way. Because you know, we're successful business people, so we expect that when we do X and Y, we automatically get Z. Yeah.
Can I tap in on that?
Please. Yeah.
Because I feel as though that that's our blind spot. That because we haven't had exposure internationally,
That's right.
We believe that everything runs according to what we're used to in the U.S.
That's right.
But when you come to another country, like you say, when you're in Rome, you gotta do as Rome.
Oh man, say that again. When you're in Rome, have you been to Rome? I have not, but I've been to Italy close enough.
Yeah.
I've been close enough to know that when nobody looking at me like I was born and raised in that Italian city.
I'm saying I've been to Africa, and they looked at me the same way.
Come on.
Yeah.
You see, and
So
you
now,
know,
when you came to Kenya,
when I came to Kenya, I came with a purpose. Obviously, I was called. I'm a
Absolutely.
fundraiser by nature. I've spent 20 years raising impact capital, and that just means money with a purpose. Let me just say it like that. For the last 20 years, and I was called by one of my board members to Kilifi County in Kenya.
towards the coast.
Toward the coast. So Kilifi County is a beautiful stretch of
Yes, it's
pristine blue Indian Ocean. Oh man, the richest of the rich of biodiversity in nature and also biodiversity in people. I mean, it's a
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
So I got off the plane in 2020 here in actually in Mombasa. First time in the country, and let me tell you what really made me attracted to this country. The women, the female entrepreneur, the mama bodega. That's what they call it, mama bodega.
Yeah.
It's because when I got off the plane and I was working with a self-help organization that was created to increase property rights of women. Every woman committed to save 100 Kenya shillings a day. In the U.S., that's like asking a black woman to save about $5 a day.
$5.
Yeah, okay?
Yeah.
And so for 5 years, I saved $5 every single day, 5 days a week, and somebody came to my house and wrote it in a ledger. Can you imagine?
No,
When
that's
I met
crazy.
the women that actually did this, I was locked and loaded on Kenya. I thought, what kind of women are these that keep this kind of financial commitment between them and then between each other? Because imagine in the United States, because you're a female, you work in finance, you've worked in finance. We take a long time to make simple decisions. And I was impressed by the Kenyan woman who said, I want something different for my daughter. I want my daughter to own a house. I want my daughter to go to university, and I want my daughter to be able to buy a car. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to invest in real estate. Yeah?
By $5.
I'm telling you. A day. And that's a true story.
No, that's a commitment.
It is, and they did it. I'm telling you. So as an example, we digitized the ledgers. So when I say these women were committed to giving every single day, there is statistical data to prove that. So that's why when, me being here, so when I came, I spent 40 days here with those women.
Yes.
They changed my life. I'm just being honest. Black Americans get off the plane and sometimes we have a savior mentality as though we're coming here to help somebody. Shoot.
When we need
What? Who, me? Those women changed my life. And to be honest, after having that interaction with that group of women, they were all entrepreneurs, from mama with the small kiosk,
Yes.
in front of Nivis, to the lawyer. I mean, they were all members of this organization. I committed to come back to Kenya, which I did in the year of 2021. And I committed to bring other high net worth Black Americans with me.
Yes.
Not to come do the old, excuse my expression, Christian charity model. Not to come give back.
I'm gonna stay quiet on that because
Well, my daddy's
You
an
know my
AME
mouth.
pastor, so I know I can talk about the experience because I'm a part of it. Yeah.
and I came up the same way, AME Zion. So
Oh, AME Zion. So you know the
Zion.
story.
Shout to St. Catherine's. They reside on Lincoln Ave.
You better shout out Mount Or AME.
Mount Or
way
AME.
back in South Carolina.
All right, so
well, anyway, yeah, here in Kenya and Wayne, this is where we are today, to be honest. You know, me having I really feel blessed to have had the invitation to come to Kenya in 2020. And the women that I met then, I'm telling you the lessons I've learned about the whole concept. They talk about group economics. We keep talking about in the Black American community. I actually found it here, like for real. People, you know, in the West, they call them susus.
So wait a minute, time out. So you saying you had to come all the way to Africa
find true investment,
to find group economics
in play
amongst our own.
Actually in play.
In play.
Because guess what? Here in Kenya, and this is why I beg Black Americans to come. You know how we say we have a community in the U.S.? There's a Black community.
Talk about
here, there's an actual community, meaning people are connected by promise. They're connected by
word.
And their word. Amen. I was going to say an agreement of words, but they're bound by their words.
Yes.
And that is the definition, in my opinion, of a true community. That's why economics makes sense in a community schematic where you have participating people. And in Kenya, because of the tribe system, when people come on our tours, we've been doing impact tours now. We've now hosted 21 cohorts. And when they come, Wayne, we require they go to a place called the Bomas of Kenya. If you've not heard of the Bomas of Kenya, look them up online. They just spent a lot of money to make it a huge international conference area. So trust me.
But I want to stop you because I think you didn't really shine on something that my sister has been a part of and spearheaded. You said 21?
Yes, cohorts of high net worth Black Americans. We've hosted here in East Africa since 2020. And the reason why we were able to do it, Wayne, is because there's so many people like us. You know, we grew up in the U.S. Some of us went to HBCUs, some of us didn't. But at the beginning and the end of it, we know that there's something called being an African American. There has to be a place tied to that, right?
Sure.
So many of us, we want to know if that place is what people have been telling us for the last, well, I don't know, since we've been born.
Since we've been born.
And what I know is now, us being here and having the opportunity to invite others to come to invest is the smartest thing that we can do for not only our kids, but our grandkids.
So let's tap in there. So, as you know, Seven Flags, what we do, we try to invite people to invest. And I went to one of your conferences.
Yes.
And I was so blessed. Number one, the people that I met there.
Yes.
And your conferences bring together not only Black Americans.
That's right.
Black Americans with Kenyans.
That's right.
Why do you find that important when you're talking about investing in Kenya? Why must you bring Black Americans together with Kenya? Why was that?
I'm happy, because I have a hypothesis about this that's true. We've proven it. For a high net worth Black American, the number one way to ensure that they will make smart, sustainable investments into African countries is number one, they have to come.
Yes,
they have to physically come. And why? Because number two, they have to gain something called cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence cannot be gained by watching YouTube videos about people that are here in Kenya or in Ghana or in Rwanda. Cultural intelligence is only gained by coming and interacting with people living within their own environment. That is what culture is. And so the reason why we began creating what we call a Live from Africa Masterminds conference series is so that high net worth Black Americans who take the courage and come to African countries can find themselves in a business setting with trusted, screened, reliable local business people where they can be themselves, they can learn how the language is spoken between business people in a specific place. Because guess what, Wayne? You, as an American, when you come to Kenya, you need to speak in the tone, in the cultural, I would say, manner of the local market. And a lot of us get off the plane thinking that we can come and be successful, domineering, rich Black American business people without taking that step two. That I'm telling you, that cultural intelligence piece.
Time out. We've known each other for a while. Okay, and I can be a little how can I say? I want to say anal in a way, but I want to step on that nerve. That's me. Okay, so basically, what I'm hearing you tell me is that you can't come here in any, and not only just say Kenya, but in any African country, you can't come with your idea or as the teacher. Now, I like to say, I'd rather be the student than the teacher. You need to come as a student, because when I was coming up, it were certain things in New York. If a friend of yours invited you to their home, that was an honor. And when they invite you to your home, you have to abide by the rules in that house.
That's correct.
You can't walk into somebody's house, just go in the refrigerator, pick what you
Ooh, not at my mama's house. You better even go in that kitchen if the pot is on.
That's my point. So basically, you're saying is that as Black Americans, we have to recognize that we coming in, stepping foot in somebody else's house.
Amen. That's wisdom.
First and foremost.
That's wisdom, brother. Yeah,
Heard you.
it's wisdom.
And so you saying is that with the conferences that you organize, you facilitate that delicate process.
we facilitate a delicate entree, almost a way like, some of my cousins up north, some of my cousins are from New Jersey, some of y'all, from up north, New York, New Jersey. Yeah. And in the summertime,
time out, we different, but go ahead.
Okay, well sometimes my cousins would come down south in the summertime, okay? And when they would come down south, y'all don't know, we were so excited to have our, because we was the country cousins. So y'all, our city cousins come down with the new sneakers. They didn't like us saying tennis shoes. We couldn't say tennis shoes. Yeah. So they come downtown, but this is just like me in here. Yeah. And you couldn't walk up in Big Mama house and be talking that crazy city slick now.
Exactly.
You better come in there with some respect.
And I learned, because I went to the South in the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't want to date myself, but I've been there. That's the first time I went to the South. And when you were talking to elders, you had to put a title. You
better say ma'am, Mr., Mama, somebody. Yeah.
So here in Kenya, it's not the same, but it's the same principle.
Thank you for saying that.
Absolutely.
It is what I try to express to every guest. Now be clear. Our conferences are for the business-minded American tourists. Sure. Our tours are for people who just want to come for vacation and have an opportunity to immerse themselves into culture in an authentic way. Yeah?
Sure.
So, when we think about that, if you come, we want you to come and unlearn through seeing for yourself. I'm happy you said that you take the position of a student, and you are, in my opinion, a respected, wise businessman.
Oh, I'm so humble.
You are. And I mean, it's shown because you're here. You're operating here and you're bringing others, and that's God's work. But when you think about it, the fact that you've taken a humble approach to your existence here. Now, people have attacked you and me because people don't understand the heart of why we're here. However, Kwahivyo, Swahili, we know that it takes a humble American with a intentional purpose to not come and run a successful business, but to become a successful business person in this community, which means a part of a community. Yeah, it's a difference.
So to not come and just
extract,
but to bring. Because the colonizer came to us.
Hey, we already know how to do that.
We already know how to do that. We done spent over 400 years with him. We know all his tricks.
And for people who want to know more about the history of the current economic system in Africa, I advise you to follow an economist who's currently a part of our People of Purpose Network, Dr. Fadel Kaboub, K-A-B-O-U-B. He's currently an economist at Denison University in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
But he spent many years here in Kenya, him and his family, specifically in Nairobi. He's Tunisian by birth, and he lives in the U.S. So just it's a good, if people just want to kind of check into what it is that is happening economically here on the continent, he's a great resource.
Get his name one more time.
Dr. Fadel Kaboub, and that's K-A-B-O-U-B, and he's at Denison, D-E-N-I-S-O-N University.
Dr. Kaboub, shout out, salute. Thank you for all your work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. So now, with all that being said, And you here in Kenya.
Yes.
You shining like the black star lining.
I love it. I love it. I feel good too.
Yes.
I do.
So now, people want to get in touch with you, Mom. People want to know how you doing what you doing. You see?
That's true.
So please.
I kind of live like a very exotic bird, to be honest. I'm very rarely in public.
And you came here for us.
I did. I
I'm
did.
humble.
I did. I
But
did.
please tell the people, exotic bird.
That was for you and me. Yes, for anyone who wants to further this conversation and learn more, you can follow me. The best place, the only place that I always am, is on LinkedIn, and it's just my full name, Queenetha Frazier, Quinetha Frazier. I'm also on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, I'm just Q Frazier, Q-U-E Frazier. Everyone that went to Tuskegee with me, shout out Tuskegee University. They call me Q, so that's why it's Q Frazier. And if you are old and American and you're still on Facebook, I am also on Facebook as Queenetha Frazier, and I'm also on TikTok, though I'm going to be much more active this year, not for my clients, but for my nephew who's 12 years old. TikTok as Queenetha in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to do better because people have been asking me, show us more videos of what's actually happening. Well, what I will tell you, Wayne, now this is an actual, like I say, free commercial that I didn't pay for today, but the People of Purpose Network you've been a part of,
yes.
You know, my talk show Live from Africa is an actual in-studio show that will be broadcast in the United States this year. In fact, second quarter of this year. So you really will see videos from Kenya. We'll be following Seven Flags and all of the tremendous work you're doing around real estate investments.
Thank you.
I have many clients who come here specifically to explore real estate investments. I know we're not here to talk about that today, but my actual reason, my calling for being here is to connect people of purpose from across the diaspora, specifically America, African Black Americans, to people like you. Trusted, loyal business people who either have transplanted themselves here or, like the community me and you have been very blessed to be invited into.
Yes.
They were born here, raised here, and I just want to stop and acknowledge that. The way that Wayne and I were introduced to each other is a miracle, and it is the result of humbling yourself in a new country. Yes. There are a group of women that have a very strong local social communities. Women went to school together, they went to uni together. More importantly, them and their husbands, they do business together and have for many years. And Wayne and I were introduced to them and invited into their social circle, which means a lot. Yes. It's like going to Martha's Vineyard for the first time and somebody saying, yeah, come on in here, y'all can hang out with us for 8 days. You know, you have to build trust. Yes. And I'm very proud to say that those women inviting us into our community, at least for me, Wayne, was a sure sign that we've sown good seeds in Kenya. Because see, only good fruit comes from good seeds. You put some foolishness in the ground, you get me? You can go on YouTube right now and just Google YouTube Kenya influencers. You'll get some bad seed situations. So my point in saying that is congratulations. I just wanted to say that. And I'm saying hongera sana, which is in Swahili, congratulations. Yes. Because Black Americans need to know what you're doing here on the continent, what we're doing, and it's remarkable because it's one of integrity and it's based in humility. And I promise you, the people that will be here when our grandchildren are standing here in 2050, they will speak of those of us that came with a righteous purpose.
You heard
That's
it first.
Who they will That's who they will talk about. Yes.
But I'm gonna say Asante Sana, Swahili. Thank you so
You're
very much.
You're so welcome, Karibu Sana.
Number one, for blessing us with your presence.
It's my honor.
You are a flippin'. This is my sister. I just want
it's my honor. It's my honor.
She's a star.
It's my honor.
And then number two, the things that you said, yes, is that coming here, I was blessed to meet some phenomenal people. Yeah. And those that you mentioned, shout out to my Tai Chi crew.
Yep. The local.
The local.
Okay.
they have shown me so much love, so I cannot in any way express the amount of gratitude.
Yeah, to them, honestly.
To them.
Honestly, we thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in closing, I want to just say is that you are a perfect example of what we can do if we come home.
Amen. Well, come on home. Y'all, everybody
on
come on home. Thank you for having me, man. This is
No, it's my
awesome.
pleasure.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to
To
you.
abundance and to Africa. Yeah, Africa rising.
7 Flags,
7 Flags.
Queen T. Frazier. You ain't met nothing better. Yeah? Salute. God
Salud.
bless.